She chooses braid for her wedding instead of wig, and the result is beautiful. In this video, I will show you step by step how I created half sewing, half knotless braid for my client. The half sewing and half knotless boho braids is perfect for clients who want something natural, unique, full and long lasting. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you all you need to know to make a professional half sewing and half boho knotless braid. If you think you like hair tutorials like this, do me a favor by hitting on the follow button, give the video a thumbs up and drop a comment before leaving. Thank you. I'll be using 2 bundles of coily hair for the sewing in the middle, and then I'll be using 200 grams of bulk hair around the perimeter for the knotless boho braids. Now let's talk about the extension rack. This extension rack, I get a lot of comments regarding the rack. So you get 240 pieces of extensions into this rack if you are interested in it. I'll be leaving the link in the description section. I always do it to make life easier for you. To make half sewing, half knotless braid, you need a crochet pin to hide the braided hair, just to make sure the hair feels flat and the braided hair are hidden. On this session, you have to make a decision if you want more of the knotless braid or more of the sewing. So it depends on what you want. On this tutorial, we're going with more of the knotless boho braid and less of the sewing. What I'm doing right now is sectioning the hair. The ones that I'm cutting backward, I'm going to braid it backward, and the one at the front, I'm going to use it to create the middle part and make sure it fall on the sides, if that makes sense. And the reason being is that if you section it this way, you have option of making more of the knotless boho braid that rests on top of the sewing, if that actually makes sense. But as we go further, you guys are going to understand what I'm talking about. And right now, we're not going to be using any gel to define the lines or make a clean part, because the last time she came for a trial, she said the gel, she actually have itches when she used the gel on the scalp. So let me know in the comment section if you also have itches when your stylist apply gel on your scalp to create a clean line. If you've been following my tutorial for some time now, you agree with me that I'm very key about making a very neat braid. So when you do in a boho braid, adding those curls, you have those tiny coily edges that is popping out. So for you to take those out, you have to trim it individually. And what I like to do, I trim while I braid. I don't finish braiding and then start trimming. I'm not ready for that stress. I just see that as too much work. So I always trim as I braid. So that's how you can actually have a very clean and neat braid. On each braid, I added 7 coily extensions, 6 on the strand of the braid and 1 at the end of the braid, just to make sure that you don't need to put the ends of the braid inside hot water to create curls again. So if you don't want to create curls at the end of your boho braids, then you need to put coily extension at the end of the braid. So on an ear side that I'm braiding right now, we're going to reduce the coily extension, because when she came for trial last year, she mentioned that she had a lot of tangling and it was difficult for her to detangle it because she has never actually done boho braid before. The trial that she did last year was her first time. So right now what she wants is for us to reduce the curls. So on this ear side, from the ear side, you can see where I section the ear side downward. From that side downward, I reduced the coily extension that I added to the braid. So on the ear side, I added 4 coily extension, 3 on the strand of the braid and 1 at the end of the braid to create that coil at the end of the braid. So that's what I did. So if you are struggling, because I know a lot of people talk about the tangling they experience from boho braid. So if you don't want to experience those tangling, this is one tips you need to take home. Reduce the coily extension you add when you are working on the back part. And going further, I'm still going to explain to you guys what I did at the very back. Now I'm talking about the ear side, which I reduced the coily extension from 7 on each braid to 4 on each braid. So when we'll get to the back, what I did at the back, I'm going to show you guys shortly. Okay, I get a lot of people talking about not being able to use their lips to hold an extension because they think it's weird or so. But I'm going to tell you, if you are a beginner, seriously, adding curls to boho braids you need your lips to like hold it to make it very secure. Am I saying that if you use pin to hook it, it doesn't stay secure? It stays, but you cannot compare it to using your lip to hold it and braiding it a little bit before letting it go. Seriously, you're going to have a more neater boho braid than you just using pin to hold it, most especially when the coily extension is not too long. Seriously, this is a tips you need to take home. Think about it. Would you want to use your lips to hold the extension just to make sure your boho braid look very, very nice and secure? I would prefer that options anyway. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. And when it gets to the end, when you are done braiding to the very end and you've exhausted the straight extension, is left with the coily extension at the end, then you can secure the ends of the braid, like not the end of the braid. Like I will always say, nothing beats braiding and trimming at the same time when you're making a braid. Seriously, you're going to have a very seamless and very neat braid. Now watch me drop the boho braids on the weave in the middle. You won't even notice there's actually a weave in the middle. That's the good thing about making more of the boho braids and less of the sewing, if you want. But if you want a faster walk, then definitely you want more of the sewing and less of the boho braids, if that makes sense. When I mentioned at the back, I actually did not add curls until the end of the braids. If you watch the 4 line at the back, you will notice that it's actually just braid. I only added curls at the end just because she complained about tangling at the back, and this is exactly what she wanted. So one tips to take home is that if you have a lot of tangling on your boho braids, please reduce the curls at the back of your boho braid, because boho braid seems to tangle a lot from the back, so just reduce it. Now it is time for the sewing. Pay attention to the ends of that weave. You could see that thing that looks like brush at the bottom. That's where you're going to sew your first strand of bundles on, and you're not going to double the extension. Use a single strand just to make sure that it's very close to the braids at the back, and when you pack it up, it looks seamless and flat. You won't even know that there is actually an extension in the middle of the braids. That's the goal for this style, seriously. So when you get to the middle, you can double it, but when you get to the top again, make sure you're using single strand and make sure it's close to the braids at the front as well. This is the benefit of sectioning the natural hair from the beginning when I actually started. So by the time you pull those braids backward onto the sewing, you won't even notice that there is actually a sewing in the middle. So it covers very, very well. You can style these, you can pack it anyhow you want it, and definitely you need a steamer. If you don't have a steamer, what you can do, let me give you guys a very good tips. Put warm water in hot water in the bottle, in a spray bottle, and then you spray it through the hair gently. I mean warm water in the bottle, spray it through the hair gently, and it's going to be as fluffy as this one. You see how beautiful it looks? This is the perfect way you make your half sewing and half knotless braid. My curiosity is actually asking, would you rock a braid on your wedding day instead of a wig? Let me know in the comment section, because when my client first came in and she said she wants a braid and she mentioned she's getting married, and I was like, why do you want a braid? Why not wig? Are you not the bride? And she smiled and said, you know what? I want something very different, something different. And actually, this is different, and different actually worth it. After all, Shoma wore a physical on her wedding day, and everybody is wearing physical right now. So why can't you wear a braid? Let me know in the comment section. Would you wear a braid on your wedding day, or would you try a boho braid on your wedding day? Just let me know. I'm just really curious. I want to know if other people are actually thinking like her. But this looked beautiful when she was done styling it on her wedding day. She sent me photos, but I wasn't given permission to share. If not, I would have shared. It came out so beautiful. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, follow if you think you like content like this, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.